Hey everyone, okay, so I wanted to kind of do an update because the video that I did about my friend, I received hundreds and hundreds of wonderful emails after it. So I thought I would kind of do a bit of an update and sort of say where I am now, sort of nearly a month on. Just under a week after the problems occurred, we spoke on the phone, and the following day, that was the Monday, the following day, the Tuesday, we actually met up. And I wanted to meet up because I hated the things that were said to me, because most of them were untrue and I'd never heard before. So to be kind of bombarded with information that you can do nothing about because nothing was ever said, I thought was very unfair. And so I wanted to meet because I felt that there was this incredible burden on my shoulders that was not necessary. And so we spoke on the Monday and then met on the Tuesday. And there's that moment of clarity when something is told to you and you just suddenly, you just suddenly think, oh, okay, just forget it. And we were in the car, and I was probably in the car for no more than 5 minutes, under that. And he looked up to me and said, oh, I've been really, really sad today, really down today. And I sort of said, well, why? Is everything all right? Thinking that he was going to be referring to the fact that we spoke on the phone, and because, we've known each other for 8 years, that this was what was making him sad. And he looks up and says, well, my new partner really didn't like the fact that I spoke to you on the phone. And it suddenly just hit me right there and then that that's where his loyalties were. This new partner who he's known under a week, that's where his loyalties were. Not the sadness of our parting or the problems, but this new guy under a week. And it kind of I thought, right, forget it. And it was like this huge weight has suddenly just lifted off me, because I was so upset and I found the situation so difficult. And there he is, my best friend for all these years, and there is no loyalty to me whatsoever. And I just thought, right. And that was how it was. Went back to his place and I got all the things off my chest that I needed to say, and then went. And that was it. I've not heard from him since. It was every time I start to think of him or he crosses my mind, I just think of that moment in the car with him saying, I've been really down, but not because of you, because of him. I've been sad because of this person I barely know. And I just think, right, and it brings me back to reality. So, it's strange, because I would have, no matter what way you look at it, I would have looked after him my entire life, and I had done for a number of years. And I just think, I think when push comes to shove, you see somebody's true feelings for you and you see their loyalty to you. And I certainly saw it. It was right there in my face, so you could not miss it. So I guess I had I don't know, I guess it was just, it is what it is. My friends were speaking to me about the situation because a couple of circumstances sort of changed in my life just recently, and a lot of money that I'd given to him would have really helped me to have it back. And after some sort of thinking about it, I decided to deal with my own situation and say to him, just keep the money, because it was given in good faith. I gave it in good faith. So keep it and do whatever you want with it, because it just felt wrong to take it back. And my friend sort of sat down and said, well, you gave that money when you and him were communicating and speaking every day and had all this history together. And a decent person would have just given it back. That's what they would have done. And I know that's probably true, but I just felt that to have it back, I thought, no, you keep it, just keep it, because it felt I gave it in good faith. And whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, but I didn't want anything to do with it. And that's the situation where we are today. Anytime I feel sad or I remember that conversation in the car, and I'm brought right back to reality again. And that is the situation as it is. Being able to, I guess it is what it is. And, I did my best. I did my absolute best. So, and one of the things he said to me when I started off was, that you said that I was selfish. And he said, no, I said that you were unfair. And I was like, okay, fine. You said that I was unfair. I am absolutely anything but unfair in all situations. If you have misinterpreted something I've said, and I'm very specific with the things I say, I've done nothing but speak wonderful about this person for 8 years. I'm very clear. And if you can't see that, or you couldn't, that's not my fault, and I shouldn't have to hear it fired back at me. And all the things that you may have felt or should have said, you should have said, because I would have dealt with them at that point, because nothing in me would have ever done anything to cause him any heartache or anything, because he was always at the top of my list. So anytime I think that way, I'm right back to that car journey, because somebody's loyalties are just slapping you in the face, and you realize that they just don't lie with you, and that is what it is. So thank you for all your messages. It's been really nice, and they have been a comfort to me, I can tell you that. But we move on, and we sort of remember what people are like, I guess, and we find other people who are truly lovely, I hope. We will see. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for listening to me go on. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.